He has a better chance of winning at Stewart Haas. No, I don't think I'm ready to make that hot take yet. Because I think Joe Gibbs is inherently the better team. Chase Briscoe is just a better driver. I think Stewart Haas is... I think Joe Gibbs has better equipment, but Chase Briscoe is the better driver. Harrison Burton is the flagship of that team, which makes it so bad that Brandon Jones beat him in wins. Actually, no, he didn't. He tied him in wins. Never mind. I lied. Don't worry about that. But no, like, I'm so glad that they actually use the same font for both letters in the 98. That's awesome. Finally, because I hit the wall. I'm looking down at chat. That's why. I want to run this middle line because Las Vegas arrive in the middle.
How do you think we measured up?
Yeah, that's not that bad, actually. In terms of Las Vegas, yes. Las Vegas, 10th place is definitely fine. Let's see here, Christian Eckes with that top spot. Oh, almost nicked it with Zane Smith. Ross Chastain, Sir Friesen. Okay, a bunch of the usual contenders up here. Then you have Natalie Decker in 12th. Well, that's not going to last long. She's going to just be dropping to the back. Make the hot... I was just saying that he would get the win this season. That was my original hot take, but I'm going to retract that statement. Because I still don't think he will, but I'm not willing to place a bet on it. Zabam also says, thoughts on Eckes being booted out of KBM? Unwarranted. To kind of give a short answer, this is my setup chat. Feel free to... Actually, yeah, I was thinking about changing it, but no. In the long run, Las Vegas, you get incredibly loose. So yeah, it's better to do this. All right, so let's get started. Christian, I guess I feel like was unwarranted, but I can definitely understand that Chandler Smith does have a lot of hype behind him, especially with his 2020 ARCA campaign. It wasn't as good as Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer has a lot more momentum behind him.
All right,
Drink my coffee real quick.
Going green.
Has a lot more momentum behind him. But I still feel that Christian Eckes deserved that ride. He performed well. He made the playoffs, which that's something that Todd Gilliland and Harrison Burton didn't do in their truck campaigns. But alas, okay, I guess Sheldon Creed decided to let Todd Gilliland in, so the high side is just stalling out. Am I still on controller? Yes, I am. I love doing that now. Having the ability to just pause it and just show what I'm on, because the pause ability will actually allow you to show, like, in place of that controller icon, it'll be a wheel if you're actually on a wheel. Yeah, I'm actually glad that that's a oh, actually I'm revving it up.
Still there.
I guess that's the rear end ratio right there. Ooh, there we go. Barely tapped the wall.
Careful, still there. Got one down low now.
You actually have to pulse the throttle a little bit. That Eckes was the best. I said, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said that it was unwarranted. I think he deserved that ride. And if anyone, Rafael Lessard should have been booted, which he did. They both got booted. And now John Hart Nemechek's going to be in the 4. But I'm just saying, Christian Eckes should have stayed. If KBM wanted a full-time driver with experience that much, they should have made the 51 that ride instead of the All-Star car, you know?
Stay high.
Have Kyle take a step back from that if they truly wanted it, but you know, whatever.
Still there. All clear. No,
well, yeah, it was also Talladega.
Left side.
Don't mind me. I gotta stop looking at chat and try to... That's not the try. No, actually, oh my god, front stretch.
Clear left.
My mind's not working right now. I'm running on, like, at least 1.5 brain cells. You want to race the late models in the Tony Stewart All-American? You want to see me race it? Oh man, you're gonna see something awful. Like, that is gonna be straight trash. Oh, speaking of Christian, I guess there he is in second. But honestly, I feel like one of the things that kind of took him away from that ride was how he handled the whole Ben Rhodes thing. And I think, I don't know, this just could be speculation, but I mean, the whole PR disaster that was that could have been avoided, needless to say. So yeah. But no, yeah, Nascar lucked his way into a win. I mean, it was talent. Or just have a 4 truck. I mean, they do still own the number 46, to my knowledge. Number 46 in the truck series should still be with KBM, because that's what Raphael was running a couple times in 2019 before going to the 4. But that's what I'm saying. Like, is that like I feel like it's unwarranted. Christian Eckes should have stayed, but that's just my humble opinion. I'm not the. I do have a buddy that's in at KBM. I should actually ask him and be like, hey, you know, like, what was the thought? Like, if you even know, if there's a like, what was the thought process on that? Be like, yeah, just see if there's any insight that they can give. And I highly doubt there will be, but I don't know. But anywho, it seems that I kind of stall out in coming off the corner. That's where my worst section of the track is. Let's see how my tire wear is. Very even, actually. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. You know, on this game, you always want even tire wear. That means, like, even if it feels like garbage, having even tire wear means the tires are everything on this game. Tires are everything in this game, and the fact that you can have even tire wear means that you're going to be inherently faster in some aspects than your actual player competition. Then, now just take everything I said and throw out the window against the AI. The AI don't care. They don't give a flying fuck about your tire wear being the same. Against real-life opponents, though, that's when it matters. It's like, also, the fact that, like, Lost, I love this track in this game because you can actually run the high side now. You actually couldn't in P4, so, like, I have no idea what they did to this, but you can actually run the high side. That being said, in single player, the best line is the bottom, and it always will be the bottom. Most tracks, unless you're Kansas or Bristol, the bottom is the best line. And in real life, though, the high side, as well as against actual real people, when you want to run that middle line. Here, I'll demonstrate here in turn 1. I'll lose some time to these guys, which is a swarm, but essentially this line right here, this is the preferred. Like, just outside this, that little groove area right there, that darkened shade, it kind of works right there against Christian Eckes. But, like, right here, this seam in turns 3 and 4, that's kind of where you want it. But see, as demonstrated with Sheldon Creed, AI just don't care. They're just like, okay, no, the bottom is the best line.
Left side clear.
So I'm going to demonstrate by running the bottom. And all that time I just made up on Todd Gilliland, I'm going to lose in 3 and 4 by running this top. I feel like I'm too tight. No, this is actually how I actually prefer the car. I actually changed the setup. The setup that I actually got was running the wedge at 55. I'm just like, that is insane. I am running 54, and like, it feels just right. I may have to loosen up a little bit now that you're talking about it, because my right front is burning, and that means I am a little bit too tight. We'll see how it is in the later run, though, because it's only 13%. But no, Eckes deserves a top truck at the least. I feel like he deserves at least, you know, I don't want to make it sound like that's settling, but Nice Motorsports now is the catch-all for drivers. I mean, look at Brett Moffitt. Brett Moffitt, you know, going to be running full-time in the Xfinity Series and Truck Series, with the Truck Series being his breadwinner in points season, or series. He's driving for Nice next season. And because of that, he is going to be the top dog, and that kind of goes with what I was saying. Oh my god, I hate how I stutter sometimes. I mean, like, I really wish like there was a way I could stop that, but what up, Bass? How you doing today, man? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Ready for actually ready for the new season to start already, both in NASCAR and Formula One. Johnny's going too quick.
Alright, halfway this lap.
Johnny B. Walker
Careful,
is his
still
name.
there.
Make contact, and that's when there's like that little glitch where if you make contact, based on how, okay, that just proves, okay, yep, no, Cowboy, you're right, okay. That proves right there, when, it's really weird how if you make contact with someone, your car will reflect on how tight or loose you are. So if you're tight, you make contact with someone, you get tighter and you just start running towards the wall. If you're loose and you tap someone, your car gets loose. It's really weird how the physics in this game work. Like, to the point where it's fascinating to see, like, I'm not saying it's good, but like it's fascinating to see that there is that level of physics based on, like, if you tap someone, it only amplifies what you already are. It's weird, to say the least. But anyway, so yeah, Brett Moffitt. Brett Moffitt goes back to my earlier statement that I made in another stream before. Essentially saying that he likes being in a team where he's the top dog. When he's the top dog, he gets the most attention, he gets the best equipment. Our Motorsports is going to cater to him. I mean, it's a small team, and Brett Moffitt is a truck champion. Truck champion in 2016, Rookie of the Year. So, yeah, Cup Rookie of the Year. I think having that in his back pocket, going to Nice, is only going to amplify that level of competition, because Nice is going to cater to him like they did Ross Chastain. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have that kind of personality trait. I mean, everyone wants to be the top dog in whatever series or team they're in. They want to show that, hey, I'm the best. But it seems to me, based on what I've seen, Brett Moffitt gravitates towards teams that can accomplish that. And I don't know if you guys understand as well. You're doing a revisited schedule in Trucks and Cup on Kyle Busch. Your Kyle Busch and Newman. Dang. I think I'm actually doing something similar. I'm doing the 2020 Truck Series right now, and that's a thing that I'm doing on my YouTube. It's actually really fun. Oh, Cowboy, I forgot to ask. I saw you a couple times. I haven't watched the most recent race. Have you been in the Giggity development series? Because I saw you, not this week, because I haven't watched this week's race, but I saw you last week. Was that you, or was that an imposter? Are we, like, secretly playing Among Us now, or...? Yep, you're running customs? Dude, nice. How's that going for you? Because I know that's every Friday night, so... Like, give me all the juicy details. Like, how are the other drivers? Because, I mean, I was only in development for, like, 2 races. So, like, I don't have a whole lot of experience, but based on what I've seen, there is some good driving down there. Clean people, respectful of everyone. But yeah, like, how is it from the inside perspective? Well, if I show you show up consistently, you feel like you can be signed. Oh, I'm gonna let you in on a little trade secret. That's one of the main things that people look for is consistency. Consistency, both on track as well as just showing up. Me and Kyle, we caught up with each other last week in your league. Yeah, how's that going, by the way? Because I actually, I didn't realize this until now, but I'm actually racing with Ethan. I have no idea why turn 4 is just so bad with me. I'm actually racing with Ethan in another league of mine that I'm a part of, Elite Lights, so I have no idea. I had no idea, literally up until this week when I saw him on the docket.
Careful, still there.
And, because we were at Las Vegas, and he was racing. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, speaking of Red Moppa, there he is.
5 to go, 5 to go. Clear left.
Alright, so definitely I'm a short run kind of truck. I know that tire wear is a major thing when it comes to Las Vegas. I mean, this happened in the Cup Series, and definitely in the Xfinity Series is the hardest out of every series at Las Vegas. I have no idea why. But having a long-running truck, I mean, definitely it's better than running straight up the wall because we'd be trash. I mean, we're already trash, but yeah. You want an Iowa? Dude, I love Iowa. I love Iowa, like, online. Let me rephrase that. Iowa online is what I call a track. It's one of the few tracks where there are multiple racing grooves that players can readily gravitate towards. Having the top and even like the middle, 3 technically, if you wanted to be that way, as I'm looking at chat and not looking out forward. I'm going to be loosening up a little bit next stop. Not much, probably about, actually, no, it wasn't, 3 rounds. No, 3 rounds. 0.3. You got married? Oh my god, cowboy! Where have I been during all this? Obviously not here. Congrats, man!
Alright, I need 2 more good laps for me.
Married and a house.
Still there.
Damn. That, seriously though, congratulations. Damn, Penrose. But, yeah, what's it called?
It'll be the checker.
God, sorry, that kind of derailed my entire train of thought right there.
Still there.
Just congratulations, man. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment. Getting married and having a house. Having,
Careful, still there.
wow. I don't know. That's like one of my dreams, honestly. Yeah, I want to live in a house. No,
No point
to be in with your family. There was a this is a little embarrassing, so don't mock me. There in my master's course. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. It's because it's embarrassing. That's why. There was like, what is your #1 goal after you get out of college? And most people put to get a job, to get a yada yada yada. And I was just like, you know, I want a family, and I want a house, and then get a job. Which I'm just like, oh wait, I erased it and flipped on the 2. And then, like, I realized why people put get a job because it doesn't look sincere. But I'm just like, you know, that to me is a major accomplishment and goal. Like, as soon as I feel like as soon as you get that goal, it's like you know you have found that. No, I don't want to sound like a hopeless romantic. You know, like you found that someone in your life that you know, that's awesome. All right, enough of that.
Looking inside now. Careful, still there.
So anyway,
Left side.
Bass asks, what's everyone's opinion on trucks going to Knoxville? I mean, trucks originally were designed to run on the short track, so
Bottom clear.
hopefully we can actually have some fun there.
Still there.
You have another kid on the way? Oh man, that's your second, correct?
Careful, still there.
And that's congrats. And that is a major step right there. And since you don't know, so this must have just happened. So seriously, man, huge things are coming your way, and that's awesome.
Careful,
Oh, yep, to the second. Okay. Well, that's cool. Damn. Yeah, no wonder.
Careful, still there.
No wonder you're not online. I mean, that's okay. That's one thing that I apologize for not doing single player stuff as much. Life gets in the way. I mean, honestly, I'm not a spry
Nobody out back.
anymore. My job is taking a lot of energy out of me. Based on the amount of times I stream, I'm only doing the leagues mostly, and I want to change that. So I do apologize for everyone that is here for the single player stuff. And I know there's a dichotomy between the watchers that are here for the single player and the stuff that are here for the multiplayer, and there are people that prefer one or the other. And I just want to say I want to at least attempt to fix that. So thank you all so much for being here and being just a lovely audience. And it's a pleasure, genuinely, to be racing for you. To provide that quality, not so much quality. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty trash, honestly. There are definitely better quality out there, but like to be racing with you guys is awesome. And thank you. Anyway, Bass's question of the day is: does Chase get a win in his Chase Briscoe? See, I'm so conditioned to every time I see Chase, I think Elliott. Chase Briscoe, that's a hot take. You ready? Y'all ready for this? No. I think, and I know how this is gonna sound. The fact that Cole Custer had a very specific set of circumstances in order to get his win at Kentucky. As we came close to wrapping the lead, to get there at Kentucky. If we look at their Xfinity level and overall level of competition amongst each other, they're very simple. Their ending seasons in the Xfinity Series was something that can only be matched by a person like Christopher Bell. In his rookie year, Chase Briscoe will have to get very, very lucky in order to happen. And that's just my God-honest thought. I feel like he would have to get lucky, kind of like what happened with Cole Custer. You know, right place at the right time, and then go out and actually seal the deal. But I don't think he will be the car to beat. You know, so like it depends. It depends on like your definition of like winning a race. I mean, like, I know that sounds pretty self-explanatory, but like winning a race can be like, oh yeah, you know, he was the car to beat, or like he lucked his way into it. Like to me, like winning a race at like Daytona and Talladega, yes, it's winning a race, but like anyone. you know. And I know, and I say that partially in jest, because like, yes, whenever it comes to a win, there's a certain amount of luck that comes along with it. You know, with you have to be there, and you have to, first of all, show up, and then you also have to feel the car in order that can support, that can actually support, you know, going the entire race distance. So obviously you have to actually make it all the way. But yeah. I think honestly, I mean, just to make a long story short, I know no one cares about my philosophy when it comes to racing, but I'm going to genuinely say I don't think Chase Briscoe will win a race. I think he will be similar to Christopher Bell in terms of performance. He will be knocking on the door of a top 20 in points, and he will be fighting for top 15 instead of top 5.
Careful, still there.
But yeah, anyway. So yeah, and now for a little bit of an update, actually. So with the Christmas season coming up, we're coming closer to the question of the day. Who's all done with their Christmas shopping? This is not the question of the day, by the way. But just in general, gauging everyone who's done with their Christmas shopping. I will be fully honest, and I've only like barely started. The only gift I have is my sister's. I still need to get my mom and dad a gift. I also need to get my friends gifts. So I think I have a lot of work to do, needless to say. Your pick is Newman for the 500. Dude, I hope so. Ryan Newman. I think that has a certain ring to it. Oh no, Newman has won a 500 before, correct? Can someone fact check me on that? I'm pretty sure he has, but I don't think he has. Who's the better driver, Briscoe or Custer? That is a hard question because Custer, I want to say Briscoe. My first thought and like immediately I think of Briscoe in terms of his lower experience, but like lower series experience. But like of course, you know, that can change like when you get to obviously. You know, there's a huge learning curve when it comes to Xfinity to Cup as opposed to trucks to Xfinity. You know, as you're moving up the ladder, it gets harder and harder.
Got one up top.
Run the line that I want, so I have to run the bottom. He has? Okay. Okay, yeah, I was about to say. I was pretty sure he's won one before, but like I wanted to make sure. What up, Adam? How you doing today, man?
Careful, still there.
Like I said, I never want to give away false information, like on purpose.
And to go.
Like, I mean, like unless I'm like joking, of course, because obviously like, I can say something along the lines of like. There was once a video game that like literally the entire background noise was someone just eating. Like, and that was literally the entire audio track. Obviously, like if I say something like that, like I'm obviously joking. But like when it comes to like NASCAR related stuff like that, I'm just like no, I'm pretty sure he won a 500, and yeah, there was a no way. Anywho, but I want to say Briscoe is the better driver, but that's just looking at his lower series experience. Cole Custer was never really a truck driver. He, like, yes, he raced in there, but, like, he didn't participate in the full season. He only did, like, offshoots. And his experience came in the form of Xfinity, where he did win a couple times in 2018, but his real breakout season was, of course, 2019, you know, being a part of the Big Three and then being elevated to the Cup. Now, that being said, he has not really shown, because he's a pay driver. I don't want to bring the man down, but, like, his dad is, you know, high up in the ladder in terms of Haas, as well as Briscoe, in comparison to Briscoe, you know, coming up from nothing. If you guys have seen, or heard at least, Chase Briscoe's interview on Dale Jr. Download, that is evidence enough that, you know, he...
Yellow's out. Back her down.
I don't think with this many people on the lead lap we pit here. Actually, wait. 6. No, we don't. We're already trash in the long runs anyway. We don't want to give up strategy here. But yeah. Oh, Todd Gilliland's pitting. Oh, interesting. Well, that means he's probably going to stay out in this stage, which means that that's a spot right there. Anywho, but going back to just finishing that line of thought, I think Briscoe, you know, unless he has something signed, sealed, and delivered, he doesn't know when his next opportunity is coming. For all we know, he could be a 1 year up in Cup, and that's it, and he'd be dropped.
Go, go, go.
You know, but, like, I'm not saying that is a knock against him. It just means, unfortunately, he's not as well off as someone like Custer or Austin Cindric that can bring funding consistently. Good run to the outside. Yeah, Force kind of here. Have a good run, but Ross is going to close that door. Check up a little bit.
Careful, still there.
The one thing you remember about Custer is him trying to attack
nobody out back.
John Nemechek. Well, for good reason.
I need 2 more laps, but
for good reason, because I remember that race. That is literally like John Nemechek's blemish on his record, because he has not shown any remorse for that. He was going for the win, and he just straight up ran Cole Custer into the wall of Canadian Tire. I'm just like, that doesn't look good there, bud. But, you know, whatever. Last lap here in stage 2. You know, you guys know what this means. We have a question of the day coming. If you guys don't know what the question of the day is, it is essentially where I just ask the audience, which is you guys, just a general question. It could be about racing, it could be about whatever. So strap into the butts, and as we come out of turn 4, it looks like we're gonna actually get some stage points this stage. So we had a good restart, and we're actually able to get.
That'll get the job done, driver.
Hey, it's illegal. I'm completely for it. Taken out of context. Whew. So yeah, we're gonna pit here. Obviously, we need to loosen up just a tick more. Bring on the 53 probably. We still haven't done a full run yet, so I don't know quite how far we can go. We're gonna be, by the time we pit, yeah, I knew Todd Gilliland was gonna be up there. Rafael Sard gets the lucky dog. That means we're gonna be back. Everyone's gonna be back on the lead lap because Jason White is out. So yeah, question of the day. Chat. For right now, the Formula 1 season just ended. The commentators, you know, you have David Croft, but there is also a couple times that even the pit reporters, Anthony Davidson specifically, is the person I'm talking about here, making reference to the fact that no one can pass here. So here's my question to you guys. With the amount of times that like Lee says like, oh no, we can pass here at this track, what do you think
Clear outside.
would be the better reaction, the better overall package? Do you guys think going back to the 2014 package is the best, or do you guys like the package that we have now? Essentially what I'm asking, what is your favorite package in all of NASCAR that they've run in their cars? Like, give a year. Like, what do you think was the best racing, to kind of give the long and short? Me personally, if we ever had a chance, I would love for the package to go back to what we had in 2014. In 2014, the high horsepower, low downforce, that engine scream all the way down front and back stretch was just music. But what's your guys' say? Cowboy says early 2000s, late 90s. Oh, okay. So like, you're talking about like the medium downforce, you know, with the big ass spoiler. But also the ride heights being high. Okay, I get you. No restrictor plates. Now see, I'm actually okay with the restrictor plates. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like the fact that the whole idea of getting a restrictor plate on there was the fact that they were running so high revs and going so fast with the package that they needed it, because then it's just dangerous at that point. And as soon as they saw Bill Elliott's lap, they were just like, oh, calm down.
Half down, half to go. This time by.
Alright, officially halfway, guys. So yeah, again, to reiterate, the question of the day is, what is your favorite package in all of NASCAR? And what, if you had a choice, if this was you, what package would it be? Car tomorrow? Which year? Says Adam. I mean, honestly, Car tomorrow was fine, because I remember the one lap that Dale Jr. Brought at, well, you know, the Charlotte race where Dale Jr. ran out of fuel. Oh my god. That race, you know, is permanently etched in Junior Nation. I mean, I wasn't a Junior fan, but I remember watching that race. I'm just like, oh no, not like this. But the fact that hearing that distinctive engine scream is, I'm a sucker for, you know, like the screams of engines, like, which is probably why, like, one of the reasons why Formula 1 attracted me so much. I think, you know, constantly just hearing the engines rev and lower in revs it's music, you know. If they had the safety we do now, you'd be all right. Okay, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I think we've come so far in terms of like safety technology, both F1 and NASCAR, that what was dangerous, hell, 10 years ago, is now, I mean, it's still dangerous, but like what would be, like, let me rephrase that, life-threatening 10 years from now is now just a heavy accident. Never seen a full season of NASCAR until 2017. Damn, Bass, I never realized you were that new of a fan. I started watching most of I hear 2014 was great. But I think you'll pick the 2015 cars. And let me guess, because of Kyle Busch winning the championship? Because the 2015 package was actually changed, and the fact that, like, all of, like, it had its moments, but, like, it had a slightly bigger spoiler, as well as what was it? It was Was it something with no? It was the oh yeah, the splitter. That's what it was. Where that was changed.
Left side. Clear all
Oh
around.
damn! Sheldon Creed throwing it on down. 3 GMS cars up here. 1, 2, 3. Christian Eccles is actually up here now. I feel like 2015 was like the spawn of the desires for how unstable the cars were, because you could make some great passes in 2014. I mean, look at Chicagoland in 2014. Look at Fontana, you know, Auto Club, you know, Charlotte. Oh my God. See the Grosjean crash? Oh, yeah. How the car literally went through the barrier. Yeah, I saw that. Let's see what we got. I'm somewhat new to it. Yeah, I didn't realize you were that new. I thought you've been watching since 2015. 2017, like I know it was only like what 4 seasons ago. But like it just seems so long ago. Hell, Martin Truex Jr.'s championship year, and it just seems like it was. Oh my! It seems like eons ago. You don't know how he made it through. Oh, I mean, the halo saved Grosjean's life. The halo is like what was considered controversial when it was implemented last year, saved Grosjean's life. It deflected all the metal coming through the barrier and basically saved him. Well, I mean, yeah, it basically saved him. I was gonna say saved him his head, but I'm just like, well, no, I mean, just saved him in general. I knew this was going to happen eventually. Just stay high. This is where the long run starts coming in, the long run pace, which I just don't have right now. Which, by the way, welcome everyone. If you're just now popping in, this is the Truck of Tomorrow series, one of the 4 single-player championships that I am doing and streaming on Twitch. So thank you all so much for being here and just being awesome people.
All clear.
Overall, I hope everyone's Sunday is going well. It is currently 2:30 where I'm at, and honestly, I mean, it's been kind of like a lazy day. I just got home. I was helping the folks put up their tree and having that. I have a cup of coffee sitting next to me. I've only taken like minutes out of it, and that was like after we finished the Canadian Tire race. Having a cup of that's the creamer. French roast with French vanilla creamer is the name of the coffee. So oh yeah. It is good. It's starting to get cold though, because I'm not drinking it fast enough. Because I'm talking too much. Anyway. Fire Suit did too. Oh yeah, with him and getting burns. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. Yeah. To be honest, the Fire Suit doesn't get nearly enough credit as like the Halo did. But like the Fire Suit as well, like that, like you can tell how badly he was burning inside that car because of like they showed him on. Like coming out of the wreckage, you know, shaking his hands, you know, obviously he was in the fire for like a good like 20 or so seconds. Oh, just seeing that live was awful. I mean, it's definitely not the way you want to see Romain Grosjean exit his Formula 1 career, but at least he is exiting alive. I mean, unfortunately, no, he's released from the he's released from the hospital now. But you know, spending what about a 17th or so in there. It's just amazing that he's still alive. So Matt says, I started watching in 2015, but in 2017 I watched more than half of the races. That's why you were saying that. Gotcha. I started watching full-time for anyone that doesn't know, I started watching full-time in, it was, like, I've been watching since I was a kid, but the earliest season I remember, like, watching, like, and sitting down every single race was 2002. I mean, I honestly don't remember Dale Earnhardt's crash. I mean, as it happened live. I was told that I was watching it live, but I don't remember it in the sense of, like, actually sitting down, because I was, what, 7? I was 7 at the time? Did you hear the person reaction as it happened? Oh yeah. Well, not only Charles, but we had Magnussen, Pierre Gasly. Lewis Hamilton was the most outspoken out of everyone.
Got a car coming high now.
And moves out of the corners. But the earliest season I remember full time watching was 2002. So yeah, the first season I always watched Xfinity and trucks off and on as they happen, and I've been wanting to watch them full time. But like the first season, I sat down and watched every single race from start to finish. Every single race was 2018. I know that sounds weird, but that's when I like saw the finish at in 2018 Daytona for the Xfinity Series, because I watched the trucks the day before, and Johnny saw it now. But the photo finish between Elliott Sadler and Tyler Reddick was that I was like, yeah, this. NASCAR is not just about the Cup Series, it's about the lower series as well. Same with like Formula. The Formula, always people forget that, you know, hey, there is a Formula 2, there is a Formula 3. Mick Schumacher coming to Formula 1. Where did he come from? He came from Formula 2. Just won this title. Formula 1, the video game, just released an update to have the 2020 F2 roster. And I'm looking forward to doing something with that. But yeah, 2002, Tony's first title. 2018, that was when Brett Moffitt won his truck title, and not in certain years. That was when Brett Moffitt won his truck title, and Tyler Reddick won his first of 2 titles. You love racing F1 2020? Honestly, I do too. I hope, like, I can actually get into, like, well, get better at racing. I make stupid mistakes. Like, I get off the corner and I just straight up, like, I try to, like, I get on the power way too soon, and I just start getting so much wheel spin. And that's something you don't really, well, I mean, you do get, but like in a different way in NASCAR. Heat 5 has that, has the physics engine where instead of spinning your tires just don't grip. Well, I mean, okay, it works the same, but it's a different kind of wheel spin. I'll have to pass on that, Cowboy. I honestly don't think I'm good enough for an F1 league. Because like I said, I make a bunch of just little itty-bitty mistakes that I should not be making. I'll run you through. 43 laps to go? Really? Damn, this race is flying by, chat. Well, I guess we have been going for like an hour or so. This race is flying by. Oh, I definitely feel like I'm getting better as well. And honestly, I feel like the thing that's really helping me is not just with the F1 cars, it's actually the classic cars. Running the classic in F2, where literally classic, I'm running McLaren, and that thing literally acts like a boat. That thing, I have no idea how that was the dominating car in 1991. I guess, you know, times have changed. I'm saying that rhetorically. But the 1991 McLaren literally is a boat, and he has the turning radius of like, I don't know, it feels like a stock car, honestly. Has the stopping power, engine. Every time you crank through the gears, it wants to wheel spin on you. It's incredibly unstable, understeery as fuck, and oh my god, getting on the power, you have to like tiptoe all the way through the gears. F2, I mean, yes, you have the aerodynamic properties of a proper Formula 1 vehicle, but no, not really. I mean, it's different in its own right. But like, you know, on corners that you can just take like flat out, like Baku, for example, you know, the S's coming to the long straight. For anyone that doesn't know, Baku is a street circuit in Azerbaijan. Has the longest straight on the Formula 1 calendar, and the S's coming towards that section. There is a set of right, left, and then right again turns that you can take flat out in Formula 2, but you're risking it. Oh, I hate Monaco. Monaco, you know, it's such a historic track. See, I'm opposite. I'd rather race Baku. I feel like I had Baku down based on the amount of times I've raced it. Monaco, I just can't figure out. I cannot figure out Monaco. Like, I always, every time my race gets ended because I, for some ungodly reason, decide I'm just going to turn in early for one corner. It takes my left or right front wheel off. I'm just like, fuck. You know? But no, Baku though, I think I figured out. I mean, really, honestly, you just gotta stay off the curbs, because Baku is like a bunch of 90-degree turns, as well as a very, very lengthy front stretch, like I said. As long as you can get through there, you'll be fine.
All right, clear road.
Patience is the key, unless you're talking about are you talking about the castle section? Because the castle section is alright. Oh yeah. We are gonna. I do want to ask though, not to break topic. We have 10 laps of fuel remaining, so we are gonna have to pit here pretty dang soon. Our tires are gonna be incredibly worn. Do we pit for tires or do we pit for fuel? Essentially, what I'm saying is, do we pit early and get the undercut, or do we risk it for the biscuit? And well, we're risking for the biscuit by stopping early, because currently only a select few people are a lap down. If we get nailed by a caution, our race is done.
Still there.
Ooh, and clear. Just got aggravated with it. Alright, so pit for tires. Alright, we're coming up to, we have 8 laps to go in the, what time's a good time to pit? We have, what, 34 laps to go? 34 laps to go. Oh, there's our tire indicator.
Still there. All clear.
Alright, so chat. All in favor? Pitting for tires, we have one vote for pit for tires, or do we have one, or do we stay out for as long as possible for fuel? Votes. If not, we're going to default to 30 to go. So is there anyone that doesn't want us to pit for tires and wait out for fuel? Or do we undercut? I'll do whatever you guys. Like say to do. 60 gallon fuel. 32 at the line. Alright, well, it looks like we may be defaulting to pitting for tires then. So, we're going to be pitting, yeah, lap 105. Yep. 5, it will be 4 laps of fuel, so it'll be a little bit of an undercut. But tires are such a thing. We have like an entire second of tire fall off. Look at that. We hit our fastest time at some point during this race. I actually don't know when. But we will be... Oh, actually pissed. Oh, okay. Todd Gillen's pitting, but remember, he pit early in that last stage, so this is a scheduled stop for him. So I guess, in order to kind of cover off Todd Gillen, I guess that would be a thing anyway. I should have done. Alright, so this, I'm going to step away just for a hot second after we do our stop. We're gonna fuel the car, truck, pronouns.
Watch your speed, please.
There we go. Just enough to get by, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, I have my coffee. 16.5! Picker, what are you doing?
You're clear of pit road.
My picker is awful. Alright, but anyway, so yeah. Well, Sheldon Creed is already down pit road, so as long as we can actually get past him, we will have a lap undercut. So, yeah, I know. My pit crew is actually terrible. Stuart Friesen, so this is the first of these runners. We'll have a lap fresher tires than all these guys, and man, you can tell the grip difference is insane.
Watch the car in front of you.
Stuart Friesen should be coming down this time. This is a fast lap, honestly. There we go. Pit road is a very busy place right now. To the line, that is a 31.2, fastest lap, personally. Here's Christian Eckes. Looks like Grant Enfinger and Johnny Sauter right now.
Slow it down. It's gonna be hitting.
Matt Crafton takes over the lead in the pits. Christian Eckes, what are you doing, man? Oh, that just kills our momentum. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Regroup. We're fine. You know, I will show you that I can. Just watch this. This is, I know this is 1 and 2. It's a little quick pulse to the throttle. tight. And see, the fact that I am letting off right there, I scrub off so much speed. Don't know if you guys watch Erica Step. According to Google, I knew it was the most common looked up athlete. Oh, makes sense.
Careful, still there.
Makes sense, probably after everything that he was going through. But no, just a quick off-throttle moment just to kind of get the truck planted. And you don't have as much tire wear because the more you move your joystick, at least on a controller, you scrub off more speed than you would just letting off the throttle. Because you can feel in the, like, look at that. My tire temps are skyrocketing. You'll see it if I mean, I can't really do it with Johnny's auto right here, but if I would have just gone full throttle right there, it would have, here. If I'm not side by side with Johnny, I will show you just how much it burns the right front. So yes, it is something I can do. Okay, let's go. Okay, well, maybe I can't because of, but still, even right there, 270. Can't really give a good example because I'm actually racing right now, but yeah. It's also could just be a difference in driving style. I prefer just a quick off-throttle moment just to plant the vehicle. I mean, if it's faster for you, it's faster for you. Yo, Bighorn, how you doing today, man? What's up, what's up? Nothing much, dude. What's up with dude? What's up with dude? Oh my god. What's up with dude? What's up with dude? Anyway, so yeah, 21 to go. 20 at the line. I'm also on a wheel. Oh yeah, and I'm on a controller. So okay, there is a huge difference based on how the car feels. Okay, here we go. Here's a good example. Look at that temp. Look at that temp. Look at that temp. And look at how much speed I scrubbed off right there. So last lap was a 31.7.
20 laps to go.
31.9.
Not that long.
Now let me show you a lap with just pulsing the throttle.
Still there.
By the way, you use a wheel tune, you can't full throttle it. Like I said, it may just be a driving preference. So this lap will still be after I made a brief little contact with Grand Finger. 31.9. This lap will be a little bit more representative of that, because that scrubbed off a lot of pace because of that little incident right there. You run a loose track? Oh, I prefer tight, because I know Las Vegas you get looser as the run goes on. So having that in your back pocket is a lot better. I feel it anyway. There we go, 31.8. I'm using I know the question wasn't directed towards me, but I'm going to answer regardless. I use a custom setup for this race because Las Vegas, the AI are just so ungodly good. The only way you can compete is by having a custom setup. So that's why I am doing that. Default is good, but you'll be, like, at least in this with 105 difficulty, I feel anyway, you'll be running just outside the top 10. Meanwhile, here we are, we're fighting for a top 5. Oh, dude, same. I have no idea how to... Okay, let me rephrase that. I know how to adjust. I don't know how to make setups. That's the difference, honestly, for me. I know how to adjust pre-existing presets, which is why all my leads are preset. But how to actually make setups. I have a general concept, but like I am not a master at it. And I'm a strong believer of do what you know best, and so that's why. I feel like okay, there has to be a caution this stage, right? Chad, there has to be a caution this stage at some point. Is this the only race? Yes, this will be the only race for today. Have some things to do, people to see. Things to record.
Stay up against the wall. Stay high.
Take the top lane against Josh Rio. Christian Eckes is all the way back there. Unless we royally screw up, we should be fine. 32 flat right there. No. That's what I was waiting for right there, was Josh Rim to little hiccup right there. I knew it. I know it usually happens with the AI, where they hiccup right there. Some people do it earlier, some people do it later. But that's what I was waiting for. What does everyone want for Christmas? I want new jeans. I want new jeans and more wool socks, honestly. You know, you hit that age where you just like, I want a video game, and then then you get older, and then all of a sudden that attitude is just like, you know, I need new socks. That's what I want for Christmas. I hit that age. I hit that age like 2 years ago, where I'm just like, you know, my underwear is starting to get a little worn. I need new underwear. My socks has a few holes in it. I need more. Call me basic, but like literally. Oh, that's another thing. I hope, fingers crossed though, I am saving up for a wheel, and I do want to get into iRacing. I do want to get into iRacing eventually. Not saying it's going to be like the first thing turn of the year, but it is going to be better. Like it is, I feel, going to happen at some point in the year 2021. But yeah, what I want for Christmas, to be perfectly honest, I want new jeans, I want socks, I actually do need more underwear. So like, for basic amenities, you know, that's what I want for Christmas. Stuff that I need more so than I want. Like, I also want, I did actually put in a request. I do need more body wash. So that's what I was like, oh, that's what I want. But what do you guys want for Christmas? I know Cowboy says you're DD214. I'm assuming I'm sorry, I don't know guns. I'm assuming that's a gun. But yeah, what do you guys want for Christmas though? As we wind down this race, I feel like there's got to be a caution. There's got to be a caution at some point. There's no way we go through the entire 80 laps of this stage completely green, only having one caution apart from the stage breaks. Discharge papers from the military. Oof. Oof. Hey, you gotta get it honorably, though. One thing I want for Christmas and my birthday is to go to the Bassmaster, 21 Bassmaster Classic in Dallas. Dang, man.
Bottom looks good.
When is that supposed to be?
Clear high, bud.
But no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, there, Cowboy. My contract has 6 months left on it. Oof. Hey, you know what? Hey, 6 months You're almost done. You're almost done, man. Hold on. Then, does that contract give you a pension, or are you kind of on your own there? Six or seven. Well, either way, it's coming up. March 20th or something. I don't know. And 2021 Bassmaster Classic. That's fishing, correct? No, I'm sorry. On your own for that. July 10th. Okay, so yeah, 7 months. How many years will that have been then? Cool. Sorry, the others.
Still there. All right, clear outside.
It's Austin Hill. 5 laps to go. 4 for the leader right now. And we're in P6. You know, this is a very strong position that we find ourselves apart in. But the thing is, just to kind of give an overall heads up, like I said, my game has glitched. Nothing single player saves, setups, points. Like if I were to back out of this race, like turn off my console and turn it back on and go to this series, it will say that I never even did this race. So I have to keep track of points myself. I will let you all know when I upload the video so you guys can see points and all that. I've been doing this for 2 weeks now, where I have to keep track of points, so I do apologize for the inconvenience, but we are going to just kind of skip over that because it literally doesn't matter. What I just need though are the race results. The race results are the most important thing out of all of this. Having that is obviously how I can get points. If I don't have it, well, I have to redo the race. Anyway, but yeah, 2 to go. As soon as Sheldon Creed hits that white right now, all right. Now all we're going to have is a caution to end this race, because you know that's usually how it works. We go 80 laps without a single caution, only for it to happen on the white.
All right, let's go. White flag.
All right, white flag right now. And like I said, just to compound things, that is a second fall off time. 32.2 is what I'm running now, with my fastest being a 31.2. Sheldon Creed wins this race. Yeah, that is actually his second win of the season. Let's see here. This will actually move him on up in terms of the playoffs.
Top 10. Nice job.
There we go. And let me kind of give a idea about where he's going to be right now. Currently in the non-playoff standings, he is 14th. This is actually his first win. Oh, never mind. It's Spencer Boyd with the win. So yeah, Sheldon Creed actually gets into the playoffs like that. So he is going to join and actually be 7th. Yep. No, 6th now, with Spencer Boyd having a bad day. So yeah, awesome. We're gonna, don't mind me, chat, just grabbing a thumbnail. Oh, hang on. Oh, it doesn't rewind like that. Here, we're gonna. That looks good. That looks smexy. Don't mind me, chat. Don't mind me. There we go. All right. So yeah, let's grab these race results. So yeah, I mean, dang, I wish that we could have had a little bit better of a race. We didn't get stage points in stage 1, but you know what? We reached out Jason White and finishing 83 laps down. Reaching out Rafael Lassard and being a top-tier team and finished 30th. At least you're not Natalie Decker. Just for being Natalie Decker. Rileyers for being Rileyers, you know, stuff like that. 13 trucks on the lead lap. Sheldon Creed wins the race with Ross sweeping the stages. Brett Moffitt gets a top 10 finish out of that. Ty going off strategy and still finishing 7th. Again, these, don't mind these. Literally doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just ignore it. The real points are going to be, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's going to be at the end of the video. And if you're watching it here on Twitch, it'll be in my About section. And that's, like I said, unfortunately out of my hands. Ty Majeski won the Snowball Derby. Yes, he did. Chase Elliott finished 3rd. I'm actually very happy about that. Because he had the LCQ, and he actually got there. Nice. Oh, I got something in my eye. Ow! Oh, God. Alright, we got it. Alright. I feel like the loading screens are also, like, massively skewed. There we go. Oh, we're going to Martinsville now. The doubleheader at Martinsville. Ugh. Alright, well, Martinsville should be hopefully good for us. We got, if I recall correctly, we got demolished there in the trucks, in the truck championship mode. Sheldon Creed, we had a late race caution, and we got absolutely punted going to turn 1 while leading, because of course we did. So yeah. But yeah, chat, let me just show you all the settings I was running with. The usual stuff all around. Make it as difficult for me as possible. Infrequent mechanical failures. Narrow skill range. No draft, only on the super speedways. And as well, the tire effect being normal. Usual stuff. Over here, automatic transmission. Because running on manual is actually easier. No assist, obviously. 105 difficulty. You can't get higher than that. DNFs are on. 100% race length and strict yellow. Only one caution apart from the stage breaks for that race to come on out.